I'd like to ask the next instrument is the logo. The next seal, instrument of authority is the seal. Thank you very much. For implementation by the university in order to...
Today, you have awarded a charter to the first university of its kind in Kenya. This is the first ever open university in Kenya. I have to say, Your Excellency, that your involvement in this historic journey has not started today. Indeed, I can confidently say that the idea of the establishment of the Open University of Kenya was, in fact, your brainchild right from the beginning, 2009. As you rightly reminded us, Your Excellency, during yesterday's launch of the report of the Presidential Working Party on education reform, this is a journey which you started when you served as the Minister for Higher Education before you were interrupted way back 2009. When you assumed office as the President last year, you prioritized the establishment of the university. It was one of the terms of reference of the terms of the Presidential Working Party on education reform. Because of the very high priority you gave to this matter, you instructed that we get up and we get a standalone technical working committee to expedite the process, and Your Excellency, you gave me the opportunity to appoint Ezra Maritim to be the head of that team, and I really want to thank that team, Your Excellency, because when we had our first meeting on the 9th of January, we had a very serious discussion with my principal secretaries, and you had given me a timeline that we must operationalize this university in the course of this year. And you know, the professors were saying, CS, this can never be, because we have to come up with the programs, we have to come up with the courses, and the earliest it can be is mid-2024, 2025. But because you had given me a timeline, I also insisted and said it has to be done, and I really thank them because they worked 24/7 in order to make it happen.
Cabinet Secretary for Education has submitted the charter to me with recommendations thereon. And whereas Parliament has approved the establishment of the said Open University of Kenya in accordance with the requirements of the Universities Act 2012, and whereas I, William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya, am satisfied that the awarding of charter to the Open University of Kenya will be of benefit to the advancement of university education in Kenya. Now, wherefore, by this presence, be it known that in exercise of the powers conferred upon me by Section 24(1)(b) of the Universities Act, I, William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya, hereby award the charter annexed hereto to the Open University of Kenya on this 3rd day of August 2023, and wish the university great success. Asante sana. The people who ordinarily would not afford now have an opportunity to acquire university education from very remote places. An undeniable truth that may be said about the people of Kenya without any fear of contradiction is this: that regardless of the regional and socioeconomic distinctions that are used to describe us, we all want the same thing for ourselves, our families, and our nation. And we fiercely believe that we deserve equal access to the means and opportunities to actualize these aspirations. Our entire university capacity in 41 public and 37 private universities admits 650,000 students in total and remains unable to keep up with a growing demand. Every year, therefore, many eligible and interested young people are unable to enroll for university education, and the Open University of Kenya gives them a chance to. In the plan, we identified the setting up of a national university, as I said, as a critical intervention to address this crisis. The objective was to increase access while reducing the cost of university education in order to finally deliver 100% transition to higher education, whether it is transition to our TVETs, whether it's transition to our VCTs, whether it is our transition to our universities. That transition must happen so that we can continuously sharpen our human capital and use it to drive the prosperity of our country. We have secured another 100 billion for this facility in the next 5 years. So we have resources to develop this Konza facility. Some people have been asking, what have I been doing? When I have gone to this country, I saw the media try and say this man has traveled here and here and here. Amongst the things that we have managed to achieve, I traveled to Korea, I traveled to Germany, I have traveled to another 3 countries on this very subject. I am very proud to announce to you that we now have 100 billion shillings for Konza Technopolis to develop phase 2. And among the things we want to develop here is the road. We want to expand the road from Machakos Turnoff that we dualed, now all the way to Emali. So we are going to dual that road to eliminate the accidents and to make sure that this facility becomes much more accessible. Another component of what we are going to do with that facility is to make sure that we deliver water to this facility. I have heard the discussion, the suggestions that have been made by the leadership of this area in matters water. I want to assure you that we now have a facility that will deliver water directly to this Konza from Kilimanjaro to this place, and we have the resources to do it. And also to mention that we are also going to rehabilitate the pipeline that already exists. I know there's been a bit of pull and push between Kajiado and Makueni. I want to assure you that we are going to develop these 2 pipelines so that there is no quarrel between the counties. Let me also say we are going to have a huge infrastructure here to support our technology. Because we have made a conscious decision as a country that we are moving into the digital space, there are accompanying risks. But I want to assure you that we have the resources now to build the necessary infrastructure to support Kenya going the technology trajectory. This is, in my very honest opinion, the university possibly of herdsmen, farmers. Mama Mboga in his place can also attend now university. Matatu drivers, border people, when you are waiting for your passengers, you can attend courses at the university. Watchmen, domestic employees, as well as trained professionals and graduates. Nothing says bottom-up better than an open University of Kenya that gives everybody a chance. It is indeed, in again my very honest submission, the people's university. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can be in class in a university by simply logging in.